All right, so your fitness business solutions guide, one of my favorite tools. I want you to think of this as like a cheat sheet, right, to the fitness business. You could also think of it as kind of a Cliff Notes version to understanding some of the common challenges in a personal training business. So let's take a deeper look at this. Make sure that you print out the tool, right? And so the first category we have here is our challenge column over to the far left, looking at poor orientation closing. Essentially, we're not able to close the sale. If we move over, we look at specific area of improvement. Okay, so an example of insufficient understanding of a client's wants and needs. So maybe we didn't use the PDQ, and so maybe we really didn't figure out exactly why they want to lose the weight, and we just kind of stopped at, okay, they want to lose 10 pounds because they want to look and feel better. Okay, but we could expand upon that way more, right? If we ask some higher value questions. And so, going back to the tools will be really important in referencing the specific gaps that we're seeing in areas of opportunity. Okay, moving over to the column to the right of that, the PTAG education, these are going to be sections in your certified personal trainer course that you're going to want to review. This is really important. If we're having a challenge with poor orientation closing, we're going to want to review these sections in our course because they're going to have a lot of highlights and a lot of cliff notes for us to be able to provide a better understanding of that. And then obviously our PTA Global tools, these are going to be the tools that we're going to want to use consistently, continuously, to be able to get a better result. Again, if we're not using the tools, it's harder to get the result because the tools are backed by science, they prove out. And so again, want to really encourage you to print out these tools and use them for your advantage. If we move to the next section, we're going to see poor orientation shows. Someone is not showing. Same thing there. We're going to look at the area of opportunity. We're going to look at the education to review on this, and then we're going to look at the tools to use. Next column here, poor non-session PT activity. So this could be, you feel like you're working 30 to 40 hours a week, but really you're only training about 15 to 20 hours. And so you're not exactly sure what's happening the other hours. Maybe it's you're spending way too much time on folders. Maybe it's you're spending way too much time on program design. We're just not getting, the orientations book that we need, the session service that we need. And so there's going to be some clues in there. Remember, success and failure always leave clues. And so we want to find the specific area of improvement, the education that might highlight some areas of opportunity there, and then the specific tools that we may want to use. In this case, our proactive prospecting tool is going to be great because it's going to allow us to get on the floor, meet people, build value, and book a lot of orientations, which will help to fill up a lot of that extra time that may be in our hands. Okay, so moving into our next page is the 2-page tool. We've got poor orientation booking. Okay, so we're just not getting enough people booked, right? So the specific area of improvement listed there, our PTA Global Education listed there, and then our specific PTA Global tools to help you be successful in this area. Okay, next section here, clients no-showing frequently. See it all the time. It's inevitable, life happens, but if you start to see any more than, I'd say 3 to 4 no-shows, and you've got, a good 20 plus clients, and you're seeing 3 to 4 no-shows per week, that's usually a red flag that something else is going on. If they're saying, yeah, I'm just really too busy, or I got a lot of life stuff going on, they may, but they may also have a challenge in prioritizing their fitness, or maybe y'all didn't sit down and communicate, okay, what's the B plan and C plan if the A plan falls through. So some of this can be life, but some of it, in my experience, is also the conversations that we're having inside and outside the session to plan around those life happenings, and then also the quality of the session in the session. Are they really looking forward to this session more than anything else? And so, again, take a play out of the playbook, look at the specific areas of improvement, the education, and the tools. Last but not least, high cancellation. So this is someone that is canceling their agreement. We're not re-signing at higher than a 90% clip, which is really what we'd want. So if we have 20 clients, we would expect at least 90% of those are renewing month in, month out. So if we're having higher cancellations rate, again, we need to look at the area of opportunity. What is the specific gap that you can identify? The education, review that education so that you have some insight into what might be happening, and the specific tools so that you know you are applying the right tools that help prevent those high cancellations. All of these things together are really, really important. So hopefully this tool helps you, as it's definitely helped me in examining your fitness business, building that business for years and years and years to come. Wishing you all the best in your success.